Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Karrie Lynn, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some homemaking, a DIY project that did not go as planned, and some budgeting tips. We did pay off a large amount of debt about a week ago, so we're going to talk a little bit about that and a story to follow it. If you happen to be new to my channel, I share all types of content. Homemaking, DIYs, budget-friendly home updates, vlogs, you name it, I have it. I keep it real and I share real intentional progress, turning our starter home into our forever home, one project at a time. If you need motivation, encouragement, or just something relatable to turn on, you are in the right place. Go grab a coffee or a snack and let's get right into it. All right, we're gonna start off strong with tackling the mound of laundry that we have accumulated in my bedroom. Now, I'm going to be real, it happens. We get a little behind at times, and a little means a lot behind. So yeah, I'm going to share probably the worst it's been in a long time. But granted, we have had other things going on, and life gets busy, and laundry is just not on the top priority list. I feel like if it's clean, it's fine. If you have clean laundry, whether it's in baskets or folded and put away, you're doing great. You're doing great, so don't let anybody tell you any different. Just keep going, and maybe have one day where you just sit down and tackle it all at once, and maybe we can tackle it together. So go grab that pile of laundry. I'll play some music, we'll chat a little bit, and we'll get this laundry done together. I did want to share a fun fact with you. So since I filmed this footage, I was able to actually calculate how long it took me to get it done. And a lot of times whenever it comes to doing a big task that maybe we just don't want to do, it feels like it's just going to take forever. The reality is it really does not take that long. Guess how long it took me to fold all this laundry? Put it in the comments right now. But before I share with you, I wanted to say, for me, when I look at laundry like this, specifically when it gets piled up, I look at it like it's going to take me all day. Something in my brain tells me I can't do it, or I just don't have time to tackle it. And I'm working through that, realizing how long it actually takes. So filming this was actually really eye-opening for me, because I was able to look back at the footage, see exactly how long it actually took. And since it ended up not taking me that long, now I can't look at laundry the same anymore. Now, every time I look at it, I'm like, okay, it's really only going to take me a couple minutes, depending on, how much laundry there is. But if you guessed 24 minutes, then you are correct. 24 minutes is how long it took me to fold all this laundry and put it away. Not too bad if you ask me.
I'm getting tired of sleeping. Think I've had enough. I've been gone, but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me. Kinda strange how I can take a beating from my better self. It's like no one else even really scratches the surface. 'Cause nobody gets.
While I was folding the laundry, I was actually watching Judge Judy, and there's only like a couple things that I can watch and actually be entertained from. Judge Judy is one of them. She's hilarious. I love watching like all the different types of episodes from her. I think that, first of all, I learn a lot, and it's just hilarious. Sometimes she's really nice and she's funny, and then next minute she's hollering at somebody. It cracks me up. I don't understand how someone can switch their personality so quick like that. It's very interesting, to say the least. But on this episode, I was actually shocked. I was getting really into it, and I honestly felt terrible for the girl. This was the first time where I was like, okay, you are being really mean, Judge. Let's calm down a bit. But yeah, this particular episode was shocking. I could not believe how she was talking to this poor girl. And the girl just looked so sad. She was on the verge of tears, and I wanted to cry for her. I felt so bad for her. But y'all let me know in the comments, what is your go-to TV show to watch? Do you like comedy, drama? If you have any good shows that you are recommending, let me know. I will tell you, I'm personally someone who likes comedy. I do like a little bit of a love story thriller. I'm fine with that. I do not like anything scary or too serious. If it's super sad, I am not watching it. I'm a very emotional person. I will cry, and then I can't. The thing is with me, I'm a very, what do they call that? A very sympathetic person, I guess. So if I'm watching something and someone's getting hurt, I feel that deep inside my core. I don't know how to explain it, but I can get almost sick to my stomach from watching certain things, and I can't get it out of my head. So I try to avoid seeing anything that's going to make me feel like that.
I'm looking for faith. someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out. Let me escape from my hideaway. I give up all of my little addictions, but I'm still stuck with some tough decisions, yeah.
Now, after all that laundry, I'm pretty sure that was all I did for that day. So this is a brand new day. This is where the house is currently. Not too bad. I just have some, random stuff to tackle and clean. I'm actually going to start off in the kitchen because I've always said this, and I swear by this. If you start in the kitchen, it makes you feel like the rest of the house is already clean. So I'm going to start in here, get things tidied up, get the trash taken out. Well, I don't think I took it out. I think I shoved it in the trash can more. The point is, I'm trying to clean up in here first, and then I'll move on to the rest of the house. Now, I did have some exciting news I wanted to share with you, some encouragement regarding some financial things and paying off a large amount of debt this month, something I've worked really hard throughout last year to save for, and I'm really proud. And I hope that this will give you some encouragement to look over your finances and do the same. I'm going to share a little bit about it now, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to close out with some financial advice. So let's go back to a couple years back. We ended up getting a whole house water filter system. Do y'all remember that? I was actually really concerned about our water here at the house. The water smelled really strong of chlorine, almost like a hotel pool that they had just serviced, and it was so bad. My skin was dry. At that time was when my hair was falling out, so I started to try to figure out what it could be. If you know, I just went through alopecia. Well, I didn't just go through it. I still have alopecia. It's just one of those things that I thought maybe that could have been a trigger, was the water. So anyway, I ended up getting a whole house water filter system. The guy came out. We was originally quoted at like $2,300 for just the system outside, but I ended up getting the reverse osmosis system underneath the kitchen sink, which ended up racking the bill up quite a bit. And in the end, I think it ended up being like around a little over $5,000 for the entire system. At that time, we were originally just going to get the outside system, so we were going to pay for it in cash through our savings. But we didn't, because we ended up racking it up to about over $5,000, and we decided to go ahead and finance it. I financed it through their system, or through their financial company, because of the little incentives that they had. A few of them were no interest for a certain amount of time, and you also get free service for the year. It seemed like a good idea. Plus, my credit has been terrible forever, and I was like, well, this is a great way for me to get approved for something smaller and hopefully build my credit. So I sign up, we do the financial thing through them, and we start making payments. Well, life happened, and at some point, I just didn't really pay attention to the interest-free time. Just busy living day-to-day life, didn't think anything of it. I actually was always paying a little more on it too. So the actual bill was $71, and I was always paying $101. So I was always paying a little extra. But at one point, I wanted to say my card ended up getting flagged for, what do they call that? I thought I was getting scammed, so I ended up turning my card off. Well, when I turned my card off, it actually stopped auto payments, and I didn't notice the $71 because I just didn't think about it. I wasn't being very smart at that time, and I didn't look at my finances like I should for that short period. I think it was like of a 2-month time frame. It was from November and December. So of course, those 2 months are like the craziest with the holidays. It's the last thing on your mind. You're already like feeling overwhelmed with finances because of all the spending, and then this was just like icing on the cake that I missed this payment for 2 months. So then they flagged my account, and they ended up putting a lien on the water system. I know. And so it was a $250 lien that they put on the account. So no matter how much I paid every month, I felt like this lien was still popping up, and it was not helping my credit anymore. It was terrible. And at the end of the day, we were trying to pay off anything we can. So we have the truck, the water filter system, and we had a care credit that we had racked up quite a bit from Knox. So unfortunately, we were like, what can we pay off that is going to be the most beneficial? We looked at the interest on all the things that we have and what has the highest interest and what do we feel like is just eating us up. No matter what we pay on it, it's not budging. And that was the system. So we decided to pay it off. Well, throughout the year, last year, what I did was every check I got, I was saving like 10 to 15% of that check and putting it aside. And then any extra money I had at the end of the month, I would put into a separate account. And so by the end of the year, we'd have this lump sum of money that I could use to pay certain things off. Well, we decided that it made more sense to pay off the water system and the care credit. And then my truck is fine. I actually have a really great interest rate on my truck. My truck payment's pretty low. So I was like, you know what, let's just keep the truck payment. We'll go ahead and pay off the other things. So I decided to call and pay off the Culligan water system. Finally got it paid off. It ended up being, my payoff amount was $4,200. So I called, paid it off, was so proud. I actually got the letter in the mail today that it was paid in full. I am so, so grateful. But then we had a freak accident happen. And what really sucks is sometimes whenever you pay large amounts of money to something, I feel like something else follows it. Knock on wood that does not happen to you or anybody or me, but that's life. You pay something and then something else happens, or you get 2 steps ahead, 3 steps behind. And sure enough, after paying this water system off, within a week, we had a little freak accident happen on the side yard, and there was a fire, and it ended up burning some of the Culligan tanks. Yeah, it melted them. I am so bummed. I was devastated. I wanted to cry, but I was also terrified too, because that night I kept telling Dylan, like, I smell wires burning. And he's like, no, I don't smell anything. You're smelling the grill. And I'm like, no, it's not the grill. Because he was cooking on the side yard. And I was like, it's not the grill. I feel like I smell like plastic burning. Well, we've had neighbors that burn trash all the time, literally all the time. And it's so annoying. And I was like, okay, maybe it's the neighbors burning. But that day I had opened up these cabinets right here, and I got hit with like a whiff of this like really strong plastic smell. And I told him, I was like, no, it's something. Can you please go check the side yard? And sure enough, he went over there and there was a fire happening. And he ended up, like, thankfully we caught it. Thank God I have a nose of a hound dog, because we were able to catch it before it got really bad. And let me just say, I think we definitely had, a guardian angel looking over us, because what's crazy is I smelled this plastic burning for a while. It wasn't like it just happened and it was like a quick, couple minute thing. No, this went on for about 30 to 40 minutes. I was smelling the smell. It was very light at first, and I said something. He's like, I think you just smelled the grill coming in, from the soffit or whatever. So I was like, okay. And it was so cold that night, so I could see how it could possibly suck up into the attic or whatever. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to stress it. Well, I ended up cutting my husband's hair and then cut my son's hair, and I still kept smelling it. And that was whenever I had enough. So by the time I cut my husband's hair and my son's hair, that's a good 35-minute job. And I even cleaned up the hair. He had taken a shower. So this went on for quite some time. For it to only have that little bit of damage, I was just so beyond thankful that it was not anything too serious. But very, very, very scary. But however, the whole point of this whole story was to tell you I did pay off that debt, which felt so good. And I think we live in a world where it's so easy to go get credit and buy and buy and buy, but we don't hear a whole lot of people talking about spending less and saving more and trying to work on being debt free. I mean, we do see it here and there, but it's not as common as, links are pushed on you and products are pushed on you. I'm just, as your friend, let me encourage you to focus on getting as debt-free as possible. The amount of relief that I felt after paying that off was unbelievable. But I will also tell you that the day that I paid it off, I had severe anxiety, a fear. And this is what was kind of scary about it. I had this fear of, I even called Dylan and I said, babe, do you think I should pay this off right now, or should I just pay it in lump sums? Because what if something happens? The fact that I spoke that into existence and then something did happen is terrifying too. I kind of called it before it happened. But this is why you should never speak negatively on anything ever. Always, always think positive, because I do think the way we think and the way that we carry ourselves matters, and it does make a huge difference in your overall life. The law of attraction, I believe that to my core. I know that some people don't believe in that, but I can tell you, when you speak negative things, they can come true. And so the more positive you speak, Are you freaking joking me right now? The more positive that you think, I personally believe the better things will be. Not always. I mean, life does happen. You will have your ups and downs. So don't let me just say like, oh, just be positive, because, it's okay to be in your feelings sometimes. It's okay to have a bad day, but don't let that bad day or bad moment consume you. Learn from it and move forward and do the absolute best you can to stay as positive as possible. I promise you it makes a huge difference. If you are interested in seeing a full video on how I was able to save up that amount of money to pay off debt, along with other debt that we paid off too, let me know in the comments below. Just leave like a money emoji and make sure you like this video so that way I know that you are interested in the subjects I'm talking about. I would love to make the video. I just want to make sure that it's something that y'all want to see before I dive into talking about that. I don't want to ever like post something that y'all are not interested in, because at the end of the day, this channel is not just for me to be creative and share my life, but also to motivate and inspire you. So if it's not something that might do that for you, I'd rather just not share. So just let me know. I am always open to content suggestions as well. I always love when y'all give me those ideas. It helps so much. Okay, so I got this rug in place. I ended up switching out the coffee table. If you missed my decorate with me video that I shared decorating tips, I'll have that linked down below. But this is what we're working on next. We are going to be tearing out the peel and stick tiles. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you and tell you what happened. Our dog, Knox, the big lover boy, had a very large accident in the bathroom. I'm grateful he went to the bathroom. I think it's kind of interesting that a lot of times our dogs do have accidents. They go to the bathroom. They never make it to the toilet, but they come in here, which is, a big deal. But anyway, he peed in here, and this is peel and stick tile, so the actual lines in between each tile are not sealed. There is no grout lines. This tile can't be grouted. You can use a bead of caulk around the seams and stuff, but the actual tile itself is not groutable. So unfortunately, where he peed, it seeped down under the tiles, and there was just a funky smell. I obviously cleaned as best as I could, and then my husband and I talked about it. We're like, it could be under the tile. And sure enough, we started to peel a little piece up and noticed that there was, in fact, a little bit that had gotten under it. And there was no way to clean it unless you peel it up and clean it properly. So all the peel and stick tile has to come up. Now, this is just your warning if you ever do decide to use peel and stick tile. If you have kids or pets, I would make sure that if you do use this type of tile, that it's the kind that you can seal the individual lines, or you may end up having an accident and it will seep under and there's nothing you can do. Also, I think that this can be a little scary if you use it in an area that is prone to get wet. And if, for instance, I have tile, so thankfully nothing goes under it, under the tile, but if you have wood floor or something like that, I could see how this could really damage underneath and cause mold growth and things like that. So just keep that in mind. I think peel and stick tile is a great temporary solution, but long term, I don't know that it is worth the amount of work. I have seen where people use masking tape laid down first and then they put the peel and stick tile down, so that way it doesn't damage anything underneath. But when I tell you this floor took some work, it took some work. It was so sticky. The socks that I have on were completely ruined. As a matter of fact, the leggings I had on were ruined. The gloves I used were ruined. Anything that I had on this day was completely ruined because the sticky stuff, the residue got on everything. It was on the bottom it was stuck to the bottom of my feet at one point. It was so bad. I was like, I will never use this stuff again.
Stuck in the middle, so we climb the fence.
use anything I possibly had in the cabinets to clean the residue off the floor, and nothing worked. I was boiling water, carrying in pots of water, pouring it directly onto the tile, which I don't recommend doing that, by the way. You could actually crack your tile. And it was actually really cold this day while I was doing this, so it probably wasn't the best idea in the world. But anyway, I was doing everything I could using scrub brushes. I even at one point went and got some sandpaper. I was trying anything. Well, I ended up discovering that you need to have like Goo Gone. Well, I didn't have any, and I darn sure wasn't about to go out in the cold weather to go get some Goo Gone. So I looked in the cabinet again, and I found that I had the Wyman stovetop cleaner that like helps get food residue off your stovetop. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this. And I poured it all over the floor, scrubbed it in, let it sit overnight. I let it sit there overnight to eat away at all the residue, and it worked. It worked. It was such a mess to clean up, but it ate away at all of the residue, and I didn't have to scrub anything. So like the following night, I ended up just wiping up all the white residue, and all of the goo just came right up.
You set the fire and tone to your promised land. You've got a whole religion in the palm of your hand. It's like the world turned its back on us, and now you can't tell if it's heaven or hell. It's like knowing all the answers. Oh, you're sorry, but you never can tell. All the lovers, we were diving far too deep. Different colors that we had to pull to sleep. All the lovers, hope that we could break the spell. All the lovers, we went down the wishing well. All the lovers, we were diving far too deep. Different colors that we had to pull to sleep. All the lovers, hope that we could break the spell. All the lovers, we went down the wishing well. I got you buried deep in the back of my head, 'cause you got all the answers on the tip of my tongue. You got a whole religion in the palm of my hand. If you want it bad, better listen now. All the lovers, we were diving far too deep. Different colors that we had to pull to sleep. All the lovers, hope that we could break the spell. All the lovers, we went down the wishing well. All the lovers, we were diving far too deep. Different colors that we had to pull to sleep. All the lovers, hope that we could break the spell. All the lovers, we went down the wishing well.
A couple days later, we needed to get groceries for the week. Now, I have not went through our pantry and our fridge in a while and did like a purge on everything. Got rid of all the expired food, so that's what we're going to work on now. But I wanted to share something with you that we've changed up a little bit, and it's been working well for us in the season that we're in. This is not going to work for everybody, and this is probably not the best budgeting tips. But like I said, it works for us, and it seems to be helping us save money. So I'm going to share with you anyway. So what I do now, instead of buying like a full week or 2 weeks worth of groceries at once, I only buy a couple days worth of food. So I'll buy like 3 to 4 dinners, 3 to 4 lunches. We're more likely to eat all that and not waste it. Instead of trying to buy this large amount of groceries, we end up spending $300 to $400 for the week. We're more likely to save more money doing it this way. And not to mention, my kids are at the age where they can tell me what they want for lunches and dinners too. Like we can communicate that and I can buy just that certain amount of things. Also, it's kind of like being a minimalist when it comes to your food. Instead of having this overwhelming, fridge and pantry full, and you're trying to make like this crazy decision based off of all the things you have, you only have a certain amount of things to cook. You're more likely to make a quick decision. And I know that's random information you did not ask for, but it's part of kind of like the looking over our budget and trying to save money, and this seems to be helping us quite a bit. So I thought I would mention it in case you're wanting to try something different. I can't guarantee it's going to work for you too, but I just thought I would share. I just hit a point where I feel like I am surviving on just caffeine. I need some food. So I'm going to go ahead. I was thinking about making a smoothie. I need some protein though. I decided I'm going to make a sausage burrito. Sausage, egg, and cheese burrito. Rephrase. Oh, that would make no sense to just make a sausage burrito. Change of plans. I'm going to make a turkey sandwich because the turkey and ham that I have is going to go bad if I don't eat it. Oh, this is no good. What a bummer. I'm going to try this. I got this in my Hunger Root box. I haven't tried this bread yet. We'll slice it open and take a bite. I might be onto something here. I am a put everything on your sandwich type of girl. So I like mayonnaise, mustard, onion, lettuce, all of it. I want as much as I can fit. But that's just me. You put whatever you want on your sandwich. Need some spice on it. So much better. I haven't gotten anything done that I said I was going to get done yet. I'm going to. I had to work on a sponsorship. I was going to wait till tomorrow to film it, but then I was feeling inspired, so I went ahead and started filming it. But I need some wrapping paper and some roses for the video. So I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and grab a couple things for that to make it like fun and creative. And then, yeah, we'll work on cleaning later. One of the things that I've learned, working for myself and working from home, is that it's easier for me to tackle cleaning, like normal household things, while the kids are home versus editing, filming for certain things. Like I do have a hard time working while they're there, so I try to do the things that I know are going to be difficult while they're at school. That way when they're home, I can still work on other things. It's just prioritizing my time better is what I try to do. Like the task, I guess. The task at hand. What are we going to do first? What's more important? And what can I work on easier while the kids are at school? That's what I try to think of. Wow, there's like no parking. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to go straight forward too. I'm going to have to park next to this truck. Because if I block him in, then he won't be able to back out because my truck's too long. Look at me talking to myself. I'm really good at that. It's so cute in here with all the balloons. A little early to pick up the kids, so I thought we would assemble our flower arrangement. So the theme for the sponsorship I have coming up is like Valentine's Day. And I obviously don't want to buy like real flowers because they're just going to die. And it's kind of weird. I mean, it's not weird buying yourself flowers. I can buy myself flowers. You know what I'm saying. But I figured fake ones would do, because then you know what? I can always use these for future content creation if I need to. Or put them in my daughter's room. So I ended up grabbing two of them. 2 of the white roses. I grabbed these. 2 of those. I got these with a little bit of pink on them. And then this one was an accident. This one was just kind of mixed in with these, I guess. So I got those as well. Ooh, lady, that was really close to the front of my truck, ma'am. But the thing is, I don't have a knife. Wait, where's my knife? I have one. Or had one, I should say. That's ridiculous, ain't it? Y'all better stop judging me. I know someone is right now. Come on. Okay. I ended up buying this jar because I felt like glass makes the flowers look a little bit more realistic, and I can actually add water to this as well at the bottom. Oh, seriously, I'm not gonna get this tag off. Well, that's annoying. But for now, I'll get it off when I get home. I'll just blow dry it and I'm sure it'll come off pretty easily. All right, so that's gonna go there. I got the white flowers. I'm going to put in, all right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take one of these, one of my rose flowers, put it right here, and then take the other roses and put it right there. So that way these are in the center. Like that. Okay? Now, I have this one. I'm gonna spread it out. That way I can put this like that. So we just have, that's really pretty. Honestly, when I put water in this, I don't think you're going to be able to tell that they're fake from the video because they look legit. Okay, but we're going to add some pops of pink because the theme, I have like pink ribbon to go on the gift. So I'm just going to stick these in here like that. And then put this one over there, maybe mixed in like that. Kind of spread these all out. A still shot of it like this, you know what I mean? So I can probably kind of bunch them together a little bit better. I'm probably have to cut these down too, just a hair. Not too bad for Dollar Tree. And then I got this really pretty ribbon, so it kind of matches the pink for the gift. I think I'm gonna give this up to my husband to gift to me. I also got myself some M&Ms. Oh my god, they're so good. Starting tomorrow, mark my words, I'm going straight carnivore again. I need help. I've been stuck with like my weight loss. That's cute. I went home, filmed my sponsorship. It turned out really great. And then I started making dinner with my husband. He already seasoned it, but then I wrapped it with the bacon. And he's going to grill these on the grill. And they were so good. We also had broccoli and some angel hair pasta with it. I don't really like the pasta, so I just end up eating the chicken and the broccoli. I should not be cooking.
You ain't started nothing yet? Just in there frolicking around on your mobile device.
I am trying. I'm just frolicking around on there.
I shouldn't have loved on you. I should have just said that and walked out of camera frame.
Well, you don't mean. You don't sound serious. That's everything.
What up, babe?
I'm cooking. Zoe, get him. Oh my gosh. Get her, Knox. Zoe! Zoe! Where'd she go? Zoe! There she is. It looks like, what do they call those things? The little, what are these called? The little bun things? What are the things called that shape like this? The buns. Or biscuits? A croissant?
A croissant?
That's it! Don't it look like that? Like a chicken croissant. Oh, did you try that?
What?
The broccoli? That's super good. See, I can't cook like that. I know. That is bomb. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm just going to assume that you can. The plan is to get all of this paper on the table. This is such a cute box. I think I might use this as like a gift box for somebody. I could just put it like right here. We have like our chess game, got honey bun. Why am I like this? I'm the most unorganized person. I hate this about myself. It's okay, I'm gonna work on this. This is gonna be new goal, 2026. Stop being ridiculous with all your papers. And do something about it. Stop complaining. Just do something. Look at this. Girl, what if there was something important down here? You wouldn't even know because you're just throwing everything on the ground. I don't want these going outside because I love them. Alright, so this part of my video is going to get a little random moving forward. You'll see I kind of jump from subject to subject, but that's just how I love to film. Like when I'm inspired to film content, sometimes I love to just like combine multiple different things together and just make it one full, entertaining, motivating video. So I hope you guys don't mind. You'll see the subject completely turn sideways in a second. But here I'm just filing through all my paperwork. I tend to get a little unorganized when it comes to this stuff. This is kind of like laundry for me. It's hard for me to sit still and do this type of thing, but it's very important to do so. You need to go through your papers and figure out what's what and file it properly. So I'm trying to make it a point moving forward to do this once a month, sit down, file things away, go through all the junk mail, shred things if I need to, or put it into a pile that needs to be burned. Okay, so I was like scrolling back on some of my old photos and I came across a video that I took of when I first started like my fitness journey again. I was wearing this top, these leggings, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put it back on, take a progress photo, because that's something I have always done whenever I'm on a fitness journey. I take tons of photos and videos of myself, standing in the mirror, different poses, jawline, everything. That way, as I start to lose weight or see progress or whatever, I feel like I can, I don't know, like compare myself to me, not anybody else. So I'm like looking at my own progress and it helps so much. And so I actually just put this outfit on, took a before and after, and I just felt like so proud. So that was really cool. I shared that over on my fitness page as well. Make sure y'all are following me there if you're on like a fitness journey or just trying to eat better, live a better lifestyle, and just work on yourself. I really enjoy that fitness page. It obviously is just for fun. Like I'm just sharing as like a diary in a sense to look back on. I actually, originally when I did my first fitness journey and all my workouts, I was sharing workouts all the time. And I looked back recently at those videos and it's interesting as women how sometimes we don't see ourselves the way we look in the moment, because in the moment you're, nitpicking little things about you. But when I look back at those videos, I'm like, damn girl, like you look good. What the hell? Why were you being so hard on yourself? So I like to have all that footage to look back on, and that's a really good reminder moving forward for this next go around. Like, not to be so hard on myself. Anyway, that's random, but I'm gonna clean a little bit.
What is wrong, baby? Blame it on your crazy day. You've been quiet lately. Are we okay? Make no fuss about it. Just laying low. Now I really need to know. Sitting in the front seat of your car. I am getting no sleep. It's been so hard. So tell me now, here and now, before I go. I'm
I just upset Knox. He stole a hanger off my bed. I'm folding some towels. Towels are like the easiest laundry to fold. When I have a load of towels, it's not that bad. I'm like kind of excited about it. But I wanted to close out this video with like a little financial encouragement, because I feel like sometimes we just get so caught up in like day to day, we forget to go over our bills and like where our money is going and really just be mindful of it. So I'm gonna encourage you today to sit down, get a pen and paper, use an app if you want to, and go over and figure out like where all your money is going. I know for us, like, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I've shared my open struggles financially before. Like, we went from living literally paycheck to paycheck, having $0 left over at the end of the week, to like finally getting out of that and feeling like we were really comfortable at one point, like honestly too comfortable. We're living our lives like we didn't have no worries. So I've been on all sides of it, and then, you know, slowly things started to kind of get hard again. Food prices are so high. I mean, clearly you saw how much I'm paying for insurance all this time. And then just accumulation, life, it happens, and you accumulate things, and it just starts to not be as easy and as comfortable. So like I said, we've been on every area, but I will say, going over everything this year, I was like, you know, we're gonna do better. I'm gonna stop ordering stupid things. I'm gonna stop shopping on Amazon for like, just in general, like if I can't buy it from the store and go physically go get it, then I'm trying not to order it. I have found that the convenience of ordering has also contributed to a lot of money spending. That's totally laziness, whatever, but it's just true. So overall, just trying to make more mindful choices. But my point is being able to cut back on our insurance, get rid of the water system. Now, granted, I had to obviously pay that off, but you know, it took a lot of savings throughout the year, a lot of sacrifice. I was like, you know what, I'm determined. I wanted to pay something off. I just didn't know what. And I also have this weird thing that I probably should have been paying like lump sums every so often so I wasn't getting killed by interest all the time. But I feel like, I don't know what it is about me, but I like the gratification of paying for it in full. Like, paying for it in lump sums doesn't do it for me. I don't know. It might be dumb, but it's just the way it is. I feel like I have to save up that amount of money and pay it off in full. Now, my truck, on the other hand, obviously, I'm going to have to pay that off slowly. That's going to take some time. But I'm really, really confident I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I know I can. And then after that, I have some big goals, you guys, big dreams. I get into real estate, but do it in the least financial risk way possible. So that is my goal, and that's what I've been working really hard towards, and I will reach it, and I know I will. I'm putting my mind to it. But the thing is, I have children, and we have a life that we built. Like, we have to be strategic about it. There's no room for an error, you know? Like, I'm a risk taker when it comes to certain things, but not things that could affect my entire family. So I'm very, very careful about that. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like I've been a little slow with the things that I want to do, but that's okay. My time will come. And the dream is to buy a really, really cheap fixer-upper. Like, I'm talking cheap. Something I can buy in cash, fix it up, sell it, and then start building from there. Do it again. Keep building until I get enough money to do something bigger. And then get into real estate and have rentals. But I want to do it as simple and stress-free as possible. And I think that involves being financially smart. So it's going to take me time, but I will achieve it. And you know, at the end of the day, I look back at like how far we've come so far. And I remember a time when people doubted me, and they probably still do. People probably still laugh at me behind my back. That's fine. I don't care. You laugh all you want. I have worked so hard, and I've believed in myself, and I think that says a lot. And I think if you can believe in yourself and keep going even when times get hard, that speaks a lot on your character and the type of person you are. So just keep going and don't give up, and don't let people's opinions or, you know, the thought of what other people might think keep you from doing what you want and what you believe that you can have in life and what you deserve to have too. I'm always trying to figure out which leggings are mine and which ones are my daughter's, because she steals my leggings. I don't know. I'm just going to put them all in a pile, and then we'll just choose them together. But, she has literally this is her laundry that I'm pulling out right now, folding, and she's got every single pair of my good leggings in here. This child. I knew that we were going to hit a point where, like, she was stealing my clothes and my makeup and things. you know, it's just funny because I knew that was going to happen. And my mom said it. She's like, just wait until she starts wearing your clothes like you did for me or to me. And I was like, in the moment, in the thick of it, you don't realize how fast it comes, and then it's here. And I was looking at pictures. Oh my gosh, time has flown by so fast. I actually saw the picture of when we bought this house, us standing in the kitchen, and the kids were so little. It's crazy. Time is just a thief. It really is. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna work on this laundry. I gotta grab the kids from school in just a minute. I think we're gonna like grill some chicken for dinner and just chill as a family. Do nothing. That's the goal. I'm trying not to do anything because everything's expensive. Oh my God, like y'all know how it is. You can't even leave the house without spending money anymore. McDonald's used to be $15. Now it's $35 for us as a family afford to eat and all get something that we want. How? And then Taco Bell? Shoot. Taco Bell is even worse. We went there one night. This is a while back. I haven't been eating fast food. I've been trying not to. I'm still talking, and I said I was going to let y'all go. But we went to Taco Bell, and it was like $50-some. Why does Taco Bell think that their food's made out of gold? And it's so bad for you, and it hurts my belly. Like, I will literally be having a stomach ache for the next 3 days after I eat it. But they sell it as if it's like a gourmet meal. But yeah, that's all. I'm done talking. Bye, y'all.